with Mark Davis, Kriska Meinhardt, Luke Rule, Jake Winnekind, Alan Tomasella, and Nick the Doc Skirkle. That is right. I'm Mark Davis. This is All About the Balls podcast. That right there is Kriska Meinhardt and Luke Rule, three members of, I guess you can say, the OG members of the show. And boys and girls out there that are listening, tonight is a big night. It is the NFL schedule release. Some of us had the schedules, maybe a couple hours ago, maybe 12 hours ago. Luke was pretty on top of it, if you ask me. Him and Jake were in the chat.
Jake had it all.
Well, Jake had it all, but
this morning.
Yeah, you asked the motherfucker. He's like, "Hey, what game you want?" I asked him for 30 fucking minutes. I want the Giants-Falcons game. Like specifically,
nobody cares about that.
Oh, yeah, he's like, "Well, no one cares." I'm like, well, don't tell me what game you want me to know about because, like, I have a coworker that's a Giants fan, and we're talking about maybe going to the game. So I get it. The Giants suck, but they're one of the more popular fan bases still. I mean, like, I don't give a shit. They can go 0-17. They're still a top 5 popularity in the fan base.
You get a good quarterback in there.
Yeah, Tommy Cutlass.
Get the fans all fired up for a little bit.
Hey,
like 3 week run.
It was like two weeks and maybe one quarter.
Yeah,
he was
fired up.
Man, he was balling out there. But no, it's going to be a fun episode. We're just going to go week by week, week 1 through 18. But before anything happens, please follow us. Please subscribe. Please interact. Honestly, if you can watch on YouTube, that'd be great. Help us get our numbers there. But interact with us. Like I said, tell us what you're looking forward to each week by week, what you're looking for your team, our teams, all the other teams, what you think about the primetime games. That's going to be a hot topic. I got a few games on here. I think this year, boys, a lot better primetime games. Only a handful I had, like literally maybe like 9 or 10 games. I said maybe we can flip-flop that and then or whatnot. So not that many bad primetime.
Yeah, Roger Goodell did good this year. And it's looking like college football is taking the NFL's lead from last year and making some bad primetime decisions.
Well, not according to Luke. He likes that decision.
Oh, he does like that decision. Good old A&M Notre Dame game. Prime time.
I straight said, Luke, if you think that, you're a cat. I had to say, I was like, you're a fucking casual if you agree with that one.
I do get it though, because fucking Notre Dame's a huge fan base. But
I get that, but it's
A&M's huge too.
But Georgia Clemson,
we're just not fans of them.
Not even Georgia Clemson, fucking UF Miami. That's gonna be
that's a huge in-state rivalry. I mean, so much shit. I mean, obviously for us because we see it on Facebook every weekend. It's fucking Miami, Florida State shit talking. But no, I mean, I guess we'll start it off, man. Week 1. I mean, obviously we have our teams. The Ravens are playing the Chiefs. Luke, we did kind of brief on that on Monday. Me and Chris did, but that's a big game. Yeah. Saints Panthers. Chris, I mean, I know you're excited for that. I'm excited for the Falcons Steelers. But
easy dub right there.
For who?
The Saints.
Saints? Hey.
Should be. Hey, nothing's easy in the South. Nothing is easy in the South.
Well, we also know that the week 1 games, the bad team like Jacksonville, like for example, a few years ago, they only had one win, and that was week 1 against the Colts. That was a Survivor. I got knocked out in Survivor a few years ago. So
the Jets with Zach Wilson beat the Bills.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week. Chris, after that Monday, we said, But no, I mean, like seriously, like what game though are you fiending for this to start the season? September 5th is Thursday, September 8th. We actually have a game September 6th as well in Brazil. Monday night, a good thriller there. But like, what game pops the eye to you guys?
I mean, honestly, besides for like your gimme games like Washington and Tampa to see Jaden play, the Bears with Titans to see Caleb play. I mean, of course, you have your gimmies like the rookie quarterbacks. You want to see that offense, especially that Bears offense. We talked about it on Monday, Mark. I think the Bears offense is definitely one of the offenses this year that's going to have my eye with just how loaded they are.
And Tennessee too. Like, I'm excited to kind of see them a little bit as well. Not like a lot, but just a little to see what direction they're going.
Yeah, I know Caleb's a game manager, just like Brock Purdy, even though they were drafted differently.
Oh, so like that.
Everybody's game manager.
Everybody's game manager.
Everybody's a system quarterback.
No, but like the argument is like he's loaded, just like yes, obviously one's drafted Mr. Relevant, one's drafted probably Mr. Relevant. Obviously first pick, last pick. But I get the argument that they were saying. Like Caleb is going into a great situation that no other number 1 quarterback has ever gone to. So I mean, I understand what he's saying, and he's saying that Purdy shouldn't be listed as a Mr. Relevant now because it's his 3rd year in the league. He's proven himself. So I mean, I get what he's saying.
I think Purdy's situation is a little bit different. He is on by far a better team still than what the Bears are.
Are they a better team weapons wise though than the Bears?
I mean, the 49ers are a more cohesive team. They've all played together for a few years at this point. The Bears are a bunch of old wide receivers coming together.
Let's say DJ Moore's still pretty young, and then you have Oduzze.
Keenan Allen did great last year.
Right, yeah, I mean, he's good, but still, it's like a fresh offense, like brand new at every position. And the 49ers are the same team that they've been for the last few years.
Yeah, I mean that's where you just look at. I mean, the Bears look better on paper.
Yeah,
but on the field, the Niners definitely have the edge, like you said.
Plus, CMC in the backfield changes things.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have Swift, and maybe they'll actually use Swift.
Swift is not the same as CMC.
No. He's not. He's not. I'm not saying he isn't. But
not even a tier lower than him.
But I mean, the Niners Jets that should be if Rodgers can last more than 4 plays.
Yeah,
I think 4 quarters.
I think Rams Lions is going to be a really good matchup for the first Sunday Night Football. I mean, Rams, like once they get together, like they had a good team last season. Like they were hard to beat. I know they weren't like super impressive, but still. And plus, see the brand new Lions again. See if they can repeat their playoff run they had last year.
And they lost to the Lions by 1 point in the NFC wildcard round last year too. So I mean, it was a close game, and Stafford coming back once again to Detroit.
Goff Stafford game. Both got paid. Both have very similar stats since being traded too.
Yeah.
I mean, one has a Super Bowl, one doesn't.
If Goff wins a Super Bowl,
one's on the Lions. Okay, the Rams sold out for the Super Bowl.
Well, I'll say this: Jared Goff has done better with Detroit than Matthew Stafford ever has. Like, if you're going to talk, how far you can go.
But
if Goff wins a Super Bowl,
Stafford has done better with the Rams than Goff.
Yes, but Goff did go to a Super Bowl. Stafford never won a playoff game. He never won a playoff game in Detroit. So, and he had Megatron. I get he didn't have Dan Campbell. He didn't have Dan Campbell. Well,
they didn't have somebody getting the boys fired up.
Yeah,
but no, I think Colts Texans though. Honestly, like I'm excited to see this Colts team with AR back if healthy. Obviously, C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, that will be exciting. Joe Mixon offset on. I think this Texans Colts. I think this is going to be maybe not as close as it was last year where it came down to the last week, but I think the Colts could be a sleeper like wild card team. Maybe I mean you can maybe say or go for the division, but playoff team for sure. I think they could be a wild card team, and it's exciting to see them week 1.
I have the Titans being a sneaky wild card team this season, just with like the offseason moves they've made. Like, not saying it's going to happen, but I think it's a team that could do it.
Is that you, or are you wanting Will Levis to ball?
Yes, I was thinking.
I also do want a good year from Will Levis.
No, I was thinking the same thing there, Chris.
If not, I'll be picking number 2 again.
You could pick one. You could pick one next year. You could draft Shedeur Sanders next year.
Hey,
you could.
With Stafford quarterback.
But primetime games, I think definitely, no question. I think they had excellent choices. I think and I count the Brazil game as primetime. It's Friday night. I mean, Packers Eagles should be a good game. I mean, in Brazil, not Philly or Green Bay, but that should be a good game.
Yeah, excited to see if Jordan Love can continue what he ended off with. I mean, he looked rough in the beginning of the season last year. Is he going to do that again, where he throws 3 interceptions in a game, or is he going to give us the second half of the season, Jordan Love?
Also, international game too, so you never know what's really going to happen. And week 1, so like these international games, like anything can happen. Like anybody can beat anybody. Whoever travels better, like figure out the right way to do it. I think last year they kind of noticed that the team that goes out first usually played the better game.
Well, them being the first week, they might. I mean, but the thing is, it's not
a week early.
Well, the thing is, it's only like an hour time difference, so like it's not that bad of a like.
Yeah, but there's still.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's distance wise maybe, but yeah, time zone wise, you don't really. Your body's not going to be super like messed up, and it's the first game of the year, so it's like you said, get there a week early.
They should be
good. After that last preseason game, fly straight to Brazil and just hang out for a week.
Get acclimated to like the weather. Probably a little more humid than both of these teams are used to. Also, maybe some thick air.
Agreed.
Yeah. So week 2.
Week 2.
Another
good Thursday
Yeah.
night game.
Bills Dolphins. I think Jake's going to that game. He said in the chat. I think he's planning on. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see Jake on TV in Miami, South Beach, for Buffalo and Miami. Or no. Well, he's talking about going to Chicago. I mean, I think he goes to that game and then he's going. I think he's flying straight to Chicago afterwards, or something like that. But yeah, I mean that primetime games once again. I think the Bears Texans game, man, that's a sleeper, like maybe game of the week. Caleb Williams' first primetime game. C.J. Stroud, I talked about him just a couple minutes ago, but C.J. Stroud coming in there. I think it's a good test for Caleb Williams and the boys.
This is a week I wouldn't mind one game being flexed though. We can flex the Falcons Eagles out of the Monday Night Football and throw in the Bengals Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean the Chiefs Bengals game is definitely a big one in that 3:00 slot. Chiefs getting hammered right now.
4:25 slot. Get it right. We live based on Eastern time zone, my friend.
Hey, if you live based on Central, you get to watch the game earlier.
Yeah,
I did like the West Coast running. The West Coast was nice for primetime games because I get to go to bed at like 8:30 instead of 11:30.
11:00 for college, 12:00 for NFL. It's nice.
It's perfect.
And damn, Luke, I think honestly, if you're gonna flex a game out, this isn't to be biased. Flex out fucking Chicago and Houston. Atlanta Philly's still a good like storyline game. I mean, we usually play each other tough.
What's the story? There's no story.
Kirk Cousins' first primetime game. Well, first primetime game in Philly. Philly had a great offseason when it came to the draft, came to the offseason moves that they made. We have a brand new quarterback, something that we were talking about happening last year. Yeah, I get it. It's Caleb and C.J. Stroud, but
I think the Monday game is the game I would flex out. Out of the 3 primetime games, it'd be Falcons Eagles. The Bears Texans, that's the 2 young guys, the next generation of quarterbacks playing. Then you got the Bills Dolphins. That's a pretty heated rivalry now.
I still don't know how I just don't know how I feel about Buffalo. That's my only thing.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're looking. I kind of agree. I think, Luke, you're looking at like Falcons being what they used to be. I mean, they got Kirk Thuggins now, so they want to throw him in an early primetime game. So I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not be a good game, but I would much rather see the Bengals Chiefs in a primetime game.
Oh no, I would rather see Bengals Chiefs maybe over the Dolphins Bills, to be honest. I like I said, I don't know how I feel about Buffalo. I still want them to do good. I like Josh Allen, but they're in a weird and coming from a guy that says that they're going to take a step back and miss the playoffs, and you want to see them on Thursday Night Football against the Dolphins, who we always shit on with Tua. I mean,
it's divisional games.
Yeah, it's a division game, but I mean, not all division games should be on primetime.
No, then they're not.
No, and then you have Russ versus Denver week 2 as well, 4:25 Eastern in Mile High. So the Russ revenge game against Sean Payton.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a big one because Russ will for sure be starting this game still. So it's gonna be Russ versus Denver.
Hopefully he sticks it to Sean. Just fucking gives it to him.
Hopefully he doesn't. I wouldn't mind seeing.
Oh yeah, and you have to root for Denver.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Steelers start off 0-2.
Detroit Tampa is a good game too. Week 2 on Sunday. That should be a fun one in Motor City. Chris Saints, Cowboys, man.
Yep, gonna be a big one.
In Dallas.
Can't go to that one. You can't go to that one anymore.
I will not be there anymore.
Oh yeah, didn't you say that you're going to the Cowboys Browns game, week 1?
I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna go anymore. Like,
Luke
brought up a good point. Luke brought up a good point. This is a big stage for Brady.
Yeah.
So you'd rather watch him call it on TV than just go watch it?
Yeah, you get the best view from the TV.
You do get the best view.
You do. I mean, and you've been to the Browns State. You went last year, right?
Yeah. Paige is in the fucking room right now buying Casey and Bengal tickets.
That's what it is. She's waiting. Yeah. That's you're waiting for week 3, right? Or week 2? No.
No.
Casey Browns.
Casey Browns is like week 5. It's like in December.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Like
You're waiting for that.
15th.
That's
hey, and guess what? T Swizzle will be off tour. We established that.
Yeah,
She will be officially done with Luke, we went that back and forth with that international. But she goes international US. Yeah.
Bullshit.
And like
Just make one tour list. Put them all on the fucking same thing.
the December 8th game or the December 8th concert isn't even really. It's in Vancouver or
it's in Canada.
yeah, it's in Canada, so it's right there.
Well, Vancouver's all the way in the fucking top left.
It's the one in the right. It's the one in the right. It's the one above Ohio.
That's not Toronto. That's not Toronto, is it?
It's an easy flight for the PJ though.
I mean, shit, she made the Super Bowl just fine. I think she can make. I think she can make the other games just. Which I hope she's not. I hope she's not the Week 3 game. I hope. I don't think she can survive Atlanta. I think she needs to stay away. I think she needs to stay on tour.
She might get robbed.
I mean, Kirk Cousins' wife's happy to be home. I mean,
Is she though? Is she?
well, she's not happy with what the franchise did. Not the people. Not the city itself. The city didn't do anything to her.
She's going to fucking Minnesota to go to Kohl's now.
Hey man, I have to tell you, Chris. Though I think week 3, Jaden Daniels maybe first primetime game against the Bengals. Don't know who you're going to root for because that's your secondary team, the Bengals, and then your former quarterback Jaden Daniels.
I don't know who Chris's second team is anymore. It's he's got like both Ohio teams now. He's like turning into the Ohio local.
Chris has 4 teams because you got the Commanders now too. He's going to be rooting for them now.
I mean,
and the Giants. They have Malik Neighbors. So anyway,
I'm definitely not rooting for the Giants.
Last year you had them as your division winner, if we recall.
Yeah, Danny Dimes let me down. We're gonna move on from that one.
But no,
if I go to games, if I get offered Browns tickets, guess what? I'm gonna go.
I mean, you offer
guy
me
wearing a t-shirt.
You give me a ticket to any sporting event and I can go to it. Like I'm gonna go. I will.
Malik Gage in the chat.
Yeah,
Malik didn't even earn for the Giants.
Oh, shout out to Gage too. He just got married. Happy wedding. So shout out to you, Gage. Thanks for the invite, but
it was your dog's birthday.
Daughters. You guys keep saying dog.
Well, the thing was like when you first said it, Gage thought you said dog.
Oh, she did.
So when we were at the wedding, Gage was like,
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah. Gage was like, damn, I wish Mark would have made it, but his dog's birthday. And I was like, it's his daughter's birthday. And Gage was like, shut the fuck up. I thought he said dog. I was like, no, daughter.
Luke, this guy gives me a call before and after his wedding to give him a prep talk speech before the wedding. And I never met the guy. I mean, obviously just plays video games with him and Chris, and they're all from Ohio and everything. So New Jersey now, whatever. But and I was like, man, I've never met this guy. I'm about to give a fucking war speech for fucking a wedding, and then a post speech, and they're already they're already saucy. Yeah, with
Jake, you know what we were talking about.
Yeah, Jake,
be on here.
We venture off a little bit, but no, yeah. So week 3, though, I think this is where the primetime games start to kind of take a hit. I don't like the Jets-Patriots game. I get it, Chris. You mentioned Drake May could be starting. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't give a shit to watch Drake May on Thursday Night Football against Aaron Rodgers. I don't care about Trevor Lawrence against the Buffalo Bills. And I sure enough don't care about Jaden Daniels versus Joe Burrow. I get it. Jaden Daniels is exciting to watch. But I don't want to see them on Sunday Night Football because I honestly, truthfully think that Joe Burrow is going to put Jaden Daniels over his knee and spank the hell out of him. I think that the Bengals are going to wipe the floor with the Washington Commanders. It's just an awful look. Jacksonville's overrated. Don't know why they have fucking primetime games. I just don't get it.
Yeah, and I wish the NFL learned from last year about how much we fucking hated the doubleheader Monday Night Football.
Oh yeah, that
was
too.
One of the worst fucking things that the NFL decided to do. But I mean, I get the storyline with Commanders and Bengals. I mean, both Heisman winning coming out of LSU. So I can kind of see where they're coming from with that storyline. But Jags and Bills, come on. Let's get something going.
I mean, Ravens and Cowboys would be a fun game to watch on primetime. I get it. They're going to be probably the America's game of the week on Fox. I mean, even Miami,
Definitely.
Seattle would be a good game to put in there. Niners, Rams, Chargers, Pittsburgh. I think that would be a good one. I think Jim Harbaugh and Herbert versus Steelers. I'm excited to watch the Steelers this year. I really am. I said it last year too. And I just think that the NFL, there's like 3 or 4 games you could just easily replace. I think every single primetime game can be replaced. Honestly, it can.
And this week, yeah, for sure. I mean, you have Panthers Raiders right there too.
Yeah, lightning matchup.
Light. Never know, you know?
I wouldn't mind seeing Dolphins in Seattle. Oh, Tua traveling all the way over to Washington to play. The two like teams are the farthest apart.
Yeah.
See how they can play outside of their nice warm temperatures in Miami.
I just don't know how I feel about Seattle this year. I mean,
Nobody's talking about them.
You have the quarterback battle. I mean, I know they said that Geno has the starting position, but like, would you really trade a 3rd-round pick for a backup quarterback? You know, like I definitely think there's a quarterback battle going on in that room.
Yeah, they'll probably have a pretty solid defense too.
Luke, you are onto something though. I didn't realize that Niners and Rams were the same time as Ravens and Cowboys. Like, I feel like one of those. I mean, if you're going to have a game of the week, okay, I get that. Have one of them at 4:30 or 4:25, whatever. But the other one should be a primetime game. I mean, Fox got both of them. I don't know how much they fucking spent to get both of those games over the other ones, but that's a big miss from the NFL, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Especially with Dak, you know, he's going for, like we mentioned, Chris, pressure. You know, he's going for a fucking contract.
Yeah, big contract year for him.
Yeah, I don't like it. And then week 4, I mean, we finally get Dallas on prime time, and they're playing the Giants, and I get it. It's a rivalry.
They played primetime last year, didn't they?
They both their games are on Thursday this year. They have a Thanksgiving Day game, and they have a Thursday week 4 on Amazon Prime.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking on this one. I mean, hell, put the Saints Falcons on Thursday. That's where they usually put us.
Well, we used to be Monday night back when the Drew Brees, Matt Ryan days, and then
back when you guys were good.
Yeah,
back in the prime.
And then they started putting us on Thursday night when we were getting good again, both teams. And then, yeah, now we just put the Panthers on Thursday night. So
we got two Monday night games this week too.
Yeah, and I'm okay with the Titans and I'm okay with the Titans and the Dolphins. I mean, I kind of almost wrote them down. I know this was a Monday night game last year, and the Titans upset them. But like I said, I'm excited to see what Tennessee's going to do. I don't think they're going to light it up, but I think they could be. Well, I said Houston, Texas are going to be last year competitive losers, but Houston did win games, so I was half wrong. I think Tennessee can be competitive. They have a new coach from the Cincinnati Bengals. They brought in Tyler Boyd. They brought in Tony Pollard. They have Hopkins, and they got Calvert. I think Tennessee will be an exciting matchup there with Miami to test the Dolphins' offense.
I mean, Chiefs Chargers could have been one you could have slipped in there, but
yeah, I mean it's just so hard because like any good game against the Chiefs, you're gonna want to put in prime time, and like you can't put Chiefs in every prime time. But I mean, I definitely think that Chiefs Chargers will be a good game with Harbaugh going against Patty Mahomes. You know, I'd like to see what he has game planned up in that one. And then, I mean, Seahawks Lions, that looks like a pretty promising game too in Detroit.
Yeah, see how Geno could play, or if he's even still starting at this point.
Yeah,
I mean Geno did not travel well last year. I think he got dogged fucking like every week he traveled somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to be – and then Sam Howell, I mean, did just great to start the year and then fizzled out. So it's like –
and the Seahawks line's a lot better than the Commanders. So, I mean, maybe Sam Howell it was weird because Sam Howell, was supposed to be a first-round pick the year before he came in the draft, and then he goes to the Commanders, and Bieniemy couldn't get it right, and obviously Ron Rivera was not it for the coach the last few years.
Yeah.
That's also the Aaron Jones return game back to Green Bay as well. Packers, Vikings that week. Well, JJ should be starting, hopefully. I'd like to see him over Sam Darnold.
I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, I
mean, I know it's just so hard. I know the storyline coming out. Sam Darnold's going to be starting. JJ's going to be sitting, but they just gave so much up to go JJ.
Did y'all mention Bills Ravens?
No.
That
should be a good
game. I mean, It's Sunday night.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think
it's right where it should be.
Harbaugh's first game, Jim Harbaugh's first game against the Kansas City Chiefs in LA. That's
we talked about that one.
Okay. Sorry, my daughter came in here. I had to go be dad.
No, you're good.
I had to go be dad.
I mean, week 5. Thursday night finally gets an NFC South matchup. Tampa and
classic
Falcons.
Thursday night game for NFC South.
Classic Thursday.
Classic game.
Start the week off right.
I think both Atlanta Tampa games were competitive last year.
The NFC South's competitive with each other.
We're the best. We're the most competitive.
Yeah, within our standards, we're the most competitive. No, I mean, I think that's a good start, honestly, too. I think Kirk versus Baker. I mean, the two favorites to win the division. It should be a good game, and it's gonna be the standalone game on Thursday night. Good. I'm not saying it's gonna be amazing. I'm not saying game of the year, game of the week, or whatever, but it's a good start to the week. I'm not complaining that it's a primetime game. I am complaining though that I have a complaint with Atlanta's primetime game at the end of the year, but this one I'm okay with.
I think this is one where we could have flexed the afternoon. I mean the Sunday and Monday games though. Saints Chiefs not a super exciting primetime game. I would like to see Chiefs in primetime against better teams.
Yeah,
you could have easily slid the Ravens Bengals in there.
Well, you guys already have a primetime game with the Bengals, I think, later on in the year. That's why they didn't give it to y'all.
I think we got the Thursday game with them.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to give you maybe Buffalo Houston could have slid in there. That's something.
Or Packers Rams.
I'm honestly okay with Cowboys Steelers. I think that's fine. I mean, like I said, I'm excited to see what Pittsburgh's going to become with Russ. That defense is still good. I mean, they did bring in.
They crushed the offseason.
Yeah, so, Roman Wilson. Yeah, they drafted well on the offensive line. Cowboys are the Cowboys. I mean, and it's Cowboys Steelers. That's kind of like the old classic.
Yeah.
Rivalry back in the day.
Hey, Saints do get the Chiefs before it gets cold, so that's nice.
That's very nice. And early in the season too, where they struggle. So, I mean, you want to get the Chiefs.
We're week 5, so they've played a few games at this point, so they might be clicking. Oh yeah, you gotta kind of wait to see. Like sometimes they'll take a little dip in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
they'll struggle early, then they'll get hot.
They get bored.
Don't worry, Luke. We're gonna get the bad Chiefs. Our teams are gonna get the bad Chiefs, and then Chris gets the Chiefs warmed up.
The Chiefs has had a pretty eventful offseason for their team, so hopefully that offseason drama is gonna distract them and. Ravens being nice and quiet during the offseason.
Oh, look who it is. I think he heard enough shit talk for the night and decided he should get on. Maybe he should turn his echo off, though.
Yeah, the Chiefs love to hit and run and also think women should be in the kitchen.
Hey, let's stay away from that. Let's stay away from Harrison Butker tonight. Yeah, let's stay away.
An international off season, so his training is not going as
there's a petition to cut him already.
Yeah, there is.
Well, me and Chris were joking earlier. We said, Taylor Swift, she can't tell the NFL what to do, but she can probably tell her fans to stop fucking watching games, and then ratings go down, and then the Chiefs are sitting there like, let's view this. Let's get a different kicker.
Yeah, they know Clark Hunt's struggling because he's not making as much money as he wants.
Already the second richest owner in the league, too.
Yeah, greedy ass.
But there's a game we're missing. That's the Drew Lock revenge game. Giants Seahawks, boys. Drew Lock could be so exciting on. No, that won't even be the game I care about. That'd be the Packers and Rams for 425.
That game may not even make multi-view for me.
So speaking of that, do you guys watch multi-view when your team's playing, or do you only do that?
No, there's only 4 games, so I made it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'll have it on multi-view, but then
Niners are on. I'll
have it on multi-view, but I'll click my team.
Yeah,
and then when it's commercial, I'll go back.
I'm with Jake. What I do is that I'll have the Falcons blown up, but on my tablet for the usual 1 o'clock, I'll have Red Zone on, and then one, like Luke just said, when the 4 o'clock window opens up, it's usually 3 or 4 games. I'm throwing all the multi-view right there because Red Zone will show me everything I need. But week 6, boys, the only primetime issue I have there is Giants Bengals. Like, I feel bad for the Bengals because the games we get them for, it seems like for the most part, it's fucking shit games or shit teams that we don't truthfully care about at the moment. But I think good week. Browns, Eagles, that should be a fun game right there.
I mean, that one should definitely be a prime time. I mean, you have Bills, Jets.
That would make sense. That one. Bills, Jets.
Niners,
the
Niners
right
Seahawks
call.
always Thursdays, always on Thursday. Niners Seahawks.
Right where they belong, right?
Yeah, right where they belong,
Right
man.
where they belong.
I mean, week 6 is kind of like a nothing screams at me in the middle.
Week
Like
6
Detroit,
sucks.
Dallas should be fun.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Bucks Saints
London
in prime time.
No,
Week
week 5
Well,
our first London.
Bills Jets will be good on Monday night.
Yeah, that's the right spot Monday night for them.
Yeah.
That's right where
For sure.
Rodgers gets hurt. Same field, same team. No Zach Wilson though. Don't know who they have to back him up. Tyrod or no, it's the Giants now. So I don't know who's backing up A-Rod, but they better be ready for that game.
They got Jordan Travis.
They do
Is
have
he-
Jordan Travis.
Is he the backup or is he the third string?
I don't know. Well, he might be the backup by then. I don't know. Who knows?
No.
He'll probably,
I don't know.
he'll probably be you.
I can't name another quarterback on the roster. So
I couldn't even name Jordan. I forgot Jordan Travis got drafted there, to be honest with you. But no. I mean, I think there's a couple games here. I mean, Tampa and New Orleans, they're usually fun to watch. I mean,
That's always
little
close.
feisty game.
Yeah. Marshawn
Like
locking
watching-
down Mike Evans like always.
I mean,
Yeah, that's-
Panthers are going to beat the Falcons. So
yeah, that's not happening. I might go to that. I still might go to that game. I was hoping that was going to be a 1:00 game. It's 'cause Charlotte's 2 hours from me, but guys, like it's so
Oh.
fucking.
Come on, man up. That's a
Well,
2-hour
no, it's
drive.
right.
It's not. No,
Right?
it's just that. No, it's not the drive. It's I have my daughter, so I got to find someone to watch her, and the later, the worse. So like I
Bring
just
her
gotta
with you.
find- I'm not bringing her.
Take her to
Not
a
really
first game.
Right, her
No,
first
no.
game. There'll be like 5 fans there.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about a crowd or nothing.
Atlanta fans might travel to that one. You know, if we're doing good by then, they might travel. It's only a few hours from Charlotte. But I mean, we're gonna beat the Chiefs and the Steelers. We're gonna start 2-1. Taylor Swift won't be there. I already said it. Week 7, though, boys. You know, Broncos, Saints. Chris, I know your eyes on that one. Your little
Right where
No,
that game
yeah,
belongs. Thursday.
Right where they belong, I guess.
that game could have been a 4:00 game or a 1:00 game. That'd have been just fine.
They need to flex Niners Chiefs. Just
Oh, they're
Sunday
not-
night.
Fox won't allow that, man.
Bro,
No,
how is the
Fox paid some
Jets-
good money for that one.
Jets Steelers is the Sunday night game? You got Niners Chiefs. Like, come on.
Because what they're doing is Burkhardt and Brady wants the Super Bowl rematch for them. They want that game. They're going to get it. And Jets Steelers honestly is not
No, it's
terrible.
garbage. It's garbage.
Nah, it's not. It's
Eh.
not that. It's not that bad of a game.
Especially if Aaron Rodgers isn't playing anymore.
Well, we don't know this point. We're also banking on him
He just got
being
hurt
there.
last week.
Chargers
Right?
Cardinals.
You just said he got hurt last week.
Well, I was
Yeah.
joking. I
This
have
is
him
probably
playing.
this is probably Justin Fields' first game too.
Think so?
Right. You're right at that point, like week 7. Like you got to figure out the quarterback situation or make a change. This
Yeah,
could be that
I
make a change game.
I honestly don't know. Like when it comes to Russ, like I think this year, like I'm not saying he's gonna go be
Russ
Seattle
is gonna-
Seahawks prime Russ, but
Russ is gonna
I think
piss
he could be-
off Mike Tomlin.
he's gonna be better than he was last year with Denver. And he didn't have a terrible year with Denver. He had a terrible fourth quarter for the most part, but he's got better weapons, better run game. I mean, better line. I mean, he's got a better situation with Pittsburgh right now.
There's so many better games though. Like, I mean, even Giants Eagles, because the storyline is better than the freaking Jets Steelers.
They
I
already
mean, to
just
be honest,
played, they
I
already
think
just
my-
played prime.
I think Miami Indy could be a good one too. You know,
Texans Packers, that could be a really good game.
but the problem is the other networks that aren't like CBS and Fox. They have to have some marquee games too. Like that's the only problem. I get it. Like there's so many games, but like you can't screw the local channels too because they want because they're spending money too. You know, they're not trying to get the shit games all the time too.
Yeah, the Niners Chiefs, like that would be like one of the most watched Sunday night games.
You
Yeah,
can take away the Chargers
Bears-
Cardinals game. I mean, you can take away that game Monday night.
Bears and Cowboys got an early bye week. That sucks.
Week
This
7.
is-
I mean, there's a couple week 5 and week 6.
No, Ravens got like a week 14 by week.
Falcons got week 12. We got a
Yeah,
later
I
one.
mean, Philly, Chargers, and Detroit all fucking. Oh, and Tennessee week 4 buys. I mean, that's
Week
rough.
4?
Week 4. Week
Holy
5.
sh-
Week 5.
I was
week
gonna say, damn, week 4. That's really.
That's
Yeah.
still horrible, though.
5. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
early.
Yeah, gosh.
Chargers Cardinals though they can leave the screen. I mean, I don't know why they're like you said, Chris. These 2 Monday night games and like I don't want to have to do a multi because I'm gonna have a fucking multi view on to watch these fuckers. I'd rather just have one screen on the Ravens Bucks. Like I just would rather see Baker and Lamar Jackson, 2 former quarterbacks in 2018 draft class too. Luke, by the way.
For some reason, like I feel like the Ravens Bucks game is always a primetime game. Like it has been the last couple times we've played them.
You gonna go to it?
I went to the one when we played last time in Tampa on Thursday night. I've
Oh
been to
yeah, you
this
had
game.
that sign. You had that sign that said "Stay Lamar."
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I went to the Thursday night game a few years ago. I think it's 2 years ago we played Bucks in Tampa. I'd like to go to this game, but I also want to go to the UCF and UF game a couple weeks before this one. It's too much traveling in 1 month.
I got Niners in Miami this year, in Tampa this year, and I'm going to see them in Green Bay.
Are you going to that Bills? I mean, we were talking. I don't know if you were listening then, but are you going to the Bills Dolphins game week 2?
Yeah.
So you're going to that game and then flying to Chicago right away, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude, you're gonna fucking your body's gonna be like screaming for a fucking just a relaxation day.
Well, I wasn't going to go to that game if Chicago was at home.
Yeah.
Well, Chicago's not at home, so now I'll just fly out probably Monday to Chicago.
They're playing a good week 2 game, at Houston. We were talking about that. That's the Monday
Yeah.
night.
Not at home. I wish it was like at home. It'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean that's week 7. Week 8. I just have the one gripe, the fucking schedule, the Giants Steelers. I get it, 2 old school games, and both of them are actually family members of each other, the owners. But I don't think the Vikings Rams that bad for a Thursday night game. Hopefully JJ McCarthy's in by then. It would, if Vikings are gonna be on, just put JJ in, please. Let's see what he can do with Jefferson and Addison. But no, good games. Ravens Browns, Luke.
Tough game right there. Nice AFC North.
See, we
Uh,
could have gave Fox the stupid Niners Cowboys, and Chiefs Niners should have been Sunday night.
But Dallas Niners are going to sell still. I get it. It's a Super Bowl rematch, but like Niners and Cowboys are going to sell.
Yeah, but Chiefs are more of a storyline right now. They beat us twice in the Super Bowl.
Well, they've
Right.
beaten you all the last few times. They also hurt Jimmy G back in the day.
They did us a favor back in the day.
I think the Eagles-Bengals game is pretty interesting matchup too. 2 teams that don't play each other a lot.
If healthy.
Yeah, if healthy, if Burrow's still playing this. I mean, we're at week 8, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Burrow
Well,
still playing or not.
it seems like it's every other year for Mr. Joe Burrow. Well, no. It's every he did year 1 and year 4. So I mean,
I think they said he's been injured the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, he played most of the part his 2nd and 3rd year. I mean, he went deep runs, Super Bowl and an AFC Championship. He
And
was 2 and 3.
Higgins is still throwing a fit. They said he was throwing a fit today.
Higgins is going to play.
Yeah.
If he's not tracked, guarantee Higgins is playing. That's why he's sitting out for a year. For someone that had a bad year last year, he has to play this year. Like,
Oh, for sure. But he's
Higgins.
they're going to trade him. I think.
Hey, also, guys, battle of the number 1 and number 2 picks: Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams in Washington. So we get the top 2 quarterbacks of the draft that going head to head for their first time in their careers. Chris, I know you're excited. Luke,
Yeah, I mean-
Luke might be excited too because he might have Jaden Daniels on his dynasty team.
Should have thrown that one on the Monday night game.
I could have Caleb Williams on mine too. Who knows?
I agree. I'd rather see that on Monday night.
That than the I'd rather see
Ryan
Caleb and
Yeah.
if there's a game I want to see the Commanders, that's that one. I'd rather see Commanders versus from the fucking Giants and Steelers. It's not even the Steelers, it's the Giants. I fucking can't. I get it. I was asking for when they play the Falcons, but that was because I have a coworker, like I said, that we want to go to a game. It's not that I want to see the Giants, but if
Giants
I gotta
are
go.
terrible, man.
Worst team.
Them and the
Come on,
Panthers.
Patriots.
Oh, and
Or
Patriots,
Patriots.
yeah.
So there was a theory going around. I mentioned it to him when we were doing our job inspections today. there's a theory going around that Belichick goes to the Giants, obviously
With
bringing
Dak?
McDaniels or whoever, and gets
And
Dak.
takes Dak. I saw that too. Yeah.
That could be something for excitement.
Yeah,
I
then
mean-
Shador and Dion go to Dallas.
Yeah, Coach Prime coaches the Cowboys.
Interesting.
Hey, that would bring
Yeah.
a big fan base though.
It would.
Dallas would be extra annoying.
Hey, is your boy gonna go to the Packers Jags game in Jacksonville, Jake?
I don't know. They haven't talked about it.
I mean, yeah, it's in Jacksonville, a couple hours from you.
We booked the Airbnb today for the Niners Green Bay game.
When do y'all play them?
The weekend before Thanksgiving.
It should be a little chilly.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a
Yeah.
frozen tundra, but it'll be cold.
You ain't gonna be bitching like you were for the Chiefs playoff game,
Very true.
crying about how cold it was.
Bro, my eyebrows, eyelashes were ice frozen.
Yeah, I
It
was drinking
ridiculous.
nice ice cold beers at the bar for that game.
Oh, we bought a beer. It was frozen before we got to our seat.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah,
Frozen solid.
got to piss on it to just warm it up.
Oh, it was nuts. And everyone was standing on cardboard boxes. I'm like, what the hell is everyone doing? I guess it's like a known
Insulation.
thing. Yeah, it helps your feet not get so cold. I had no idea. I'm like, what the hell is everyone carrying boxes in here for? No, I could have used one. My feet were so cold.
Jake's gonna look
Oh,
for those if he ever goes back. He's gonna be fucking buying that.
You'll see me.
Jake
carrying
showed me
boxes.
his. Jake shared his shopping cart on the Discord chat. Fucking all the shit he bought just for fucking Kansas City. I was like, dude, this man's buying shit like he's gonna live there.
Man, I did all the Amazon. Try it for a week. I returned it all.
Week 9 though, boys. Jake, I'm hoping this is a game that you can talk your Falcon buddies to going with. Dallas, Atlanta. In Atlanta would be fun.
That would be fun.
November 3rd. That's right after Halloween. I'm coming home the day after Halloween, which is that Saturday. I would be willing just to stop in Atlanta on the way back and just don't have to go home. Just go from Central Florida to Atlanta. We can shit. I'll follow y'all up there. We go to the game. We go to that's a game right there. We can't go in December like we talked about, but Atlanta, Dallas, that should be a game we should start circle for us.
I think I'm down either way. I think I'll do it.
Well, the Tysons, I want them to go. I want to finally meet the guys. You know,
I'll ask him. Yeah.
we talk like we're friends. I've never met these fuckers. You know,
Yeah.
they're all our game modes and everything.
And they're diehard Falcons fans. So
Yeah, Luke, Chris, though, any week 9 games you're looking at?
No, I mean it's pretty average week here.
Lions.
There's not really.
Packers.
I mean,
Chargers Browns.
Yeah.
Pretty decent game. See if the Chargers actually have turned themselves around at this point or not. So really don't know what we're gonna get with Coach Harbaugh or Jimmy.
yeah, week 9's not really that interesting.
Lions Packers is like the best game.
Yeah,
Eagles. I know I'm not a fan of it, but return Dougie P back to Philly.
Yeah, kind of like the Bucks Chiefs game. Just two big personalities, Baker and Mahomes going at it.
Yeah, I mean, because Buccaneers, you never know what to expect from Baker. So I mean, they can go there and win that game. You never know. Like it could be interesting for sure.
And Tampa, and I know we haven't seen it in a while, but the NFC South legit. Like I know we were talking about last year, and Luke obviously shit on it, and I don't know what Doc said, but this year the NFC South could get 2 teams in there. It could be Tampa. Tampa or Atlanta could both be a wild card and a division winner. The NFC is not as competitive as the AFC. The teams got better, but name 7 teams, name teams that would kick them out, like Tampa or Atlanta, if they're both going to be in. I mean, is Dallas that much better than both teams? Dallas took a hit this year. The NFC North, I mean,
absolutely nothing in the offseason.
Okay, so Dallas didn't do anything, and the other teams got better. I mean, Detroit's there. Chicago maybe could be there. To Green Bay, the NFC West. We don't know what to think about the Seahawks. I mean, the Rams are still there, but the NFC East is really just to me Philly. Maybe Dallas is a sleeper.
The Cardinals could be a little bit feisty this year too. I mean, they played tough last year. I know they didn't have a good record, but they played tough even without Kyler. So.
Yeah, I guess they could, but yeah, week 9 shit show of a fucking week, in my opinion. But maybe we'll just go to the game, Jake, so we don't have to watch the games. There you go.
True. Very true.
Week 10, Chris, our final matchup, Saints Falcons. We might be betting this year finally again. We might have to start betting back to what we used to do because both teams should be competitive with each other.
Big Thursday night game. Burrow's coming to the bank.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was hurt like 3 weeks ago.
No, that was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Well,
No, we'll get like Jake Browning in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't it the Ravens game that he got hurt in Baltimore?
Yeah, he hurt his little wrist.
His baby wrist, what you call it?
It was like
Baby wrist.
right before halftime or something like that. He hurt his little wrist.
But the primetime games here, perfect. I mean, Rams, Dolphins, Monday night, no complaints at all. Texans, Lions, Sunday night, that's
Good game.
a game right there. That could be game of the year. I honestly think that could be game of the year.
Absolutely
good
no
matchups this one.
complaints. No complaints
Cowboys.
sending the Giants and Panthers overseas.
Yeah, what did Germany do so fucking wrong last year? Like they had Chiefs, Dolphins, and they're like, all right, we're gonna have some good games, and then you send us Giants and Panthers, and they're probably like, what the fuck? They're like, what did we do wrong? Like,
That's like the battle for the 1 seed right there. The number 1 pick.
Quite a few good matchups this week. Yeah, Eagles, Cowboys,
well, Jake's going to that week too.
Niners, Bucks,
I'll be at that game for sure.
Bills, Colts should be a pretty good game.
I'm interested in the Colts this year. I really am. I'm
See
excited.
how AR can do.
Yeah, and they have, I think, a decent trio of receivers if AR can be a good quarterback. Jonathan Taylor should hopefully be healthy this year.
If
Well,
AR can be a quarterback, though, that dude was
don't worry.
running and taking hits.
They do have a backup quarterback that is very viable.
That's true. They
An
do have Joe
elite backup
Flacco.
quarterback. And
Is
he
he the
went to
best-
playoffs last year.
Is he the best backup quarterback in the league?
Whoa. Falcons used a first-round pick out of quarterback.
Well, that's why I was asking. I mean, is it? But Joe's got the history. I mean,
If I was going to have a quarterback start week 1, I'd probably pick Flacco over Penix week 1.
I'd probably choose a lot of Penix week 1.
Dallas, Philly, though, first of their 2 matchups of the year. That should be always exciting. Jake hates both fan bases, so I don't know who he's going to be rooting for that game.
Very true.
Maybe
Whoever has a better record, I guess.
Yeah, whoever's competing with the Niners for that maybe like 1 seed or better record. You want that team to lose.
I think I hate Philly fans more, though, to be honest.
Oh, you do?
Philly fans are trash for all sports.
Have you been to a game there yet? Because it sucks. It's bad.
Yeah, I heard it's terrible.
Oh, I've seen it. I got cussed out wearing a Falcons jersey to a Vikings-Eagles game because my team was playing, so I'm still trying to support my team in spirit while we were going to drive home and watch it. And the lady looked at me and said, "Why the fuck are you here?" And I was like, "Well, okay. I guess I'll sit down
Here
now."
we go.
Yeah, they're trash.
Yeah. And
all,
she told
all
us to
sports.
fuck with
They're trash.
The Phillies
They
fans
weren't
weren't that bad. The Phillies fans weren't bad when I went there for a baseball game for the Yankees. They honestly weren't that bad of a crowd. That was actually a good environment, good vibe. I mean, this year maybe when I go to it, it's gonna be maybe worse because both teams are gonna be good by the time we play them in late July. But no,
Fan bases aren't usually wild when the team sucks.
Week 11, Chris. I know you had a gripe with the Chiefs Bills not being on Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, right here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Chiefs Bills always have a primetime game, and they kind of shaft them.
I agree. I
mean, you have
And I'm gonna
Colts
go back-
Jets for your Sunday night.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 3 rematch, man. Come on.
Get
Flex
the
it.
fuck out of here.
Flex it.
I mean, I still
it-
feel like we're not late in the season yet for them to flex a game.
I mean, we're in week 11.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, which we said he's going to be hurt, or what happens if AR's hurt and Flacco's not living up to the to the potential? That's actually Vanessa's team too. She's a Colts fan, so she's probably upset that you guys are talking shit about the Colts right now. So, but no, Monday night though, you guys wanted him to be on the cover, the battle of the Diggs brothers. Stephon and his little brother out there. So I mean, that's the game of the week, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's 2 Texas teams, so I mean, it makes sense to put them on one of the
Yeah,
primetime games.
I'm good with that being prime time, but Chiefs Bills should have been just like the Niners Chiefs should have been. Still going on about that.
We could have thrown the Ravens Steelers in there.
Well, you guys do get a primetime game later on in the year on Saturday night.
Do we play Steelers primetime? No,
Well,
we
you
play
play
them on a Saturday.
Yeah,
We
well,
play Steelers
yeah.
on a Saturday.
you'll be the only game
On
being
top.
played at that time. Yeah, you'll be the only game. Even with Saturday during the day, you're the only team playing.
Yeah, nice 4:00 game, I think.
Yeah,
on
so
Saturday.
hey, yeah, you know, you guys be playing them on. You can't have every division game, Luke, on fucking primetime.
No.
Okay.
I'll just
Go Niners.
Yeah. Hey, AFC North games they're just fun to watch.
Another
They are fun.
competitive division.
Hey, Chris, are you going to this one, the Brown Saints one?
I will not be going because it is
Ooh.
sadly in New Orleans.
Oh shit. Never mind. Find
No,
out.
I think this is the first Caleb Williams Green Bay Packers matchup too. You know, see what he's going to do against his owner. Jordan Love is still the owner of the Packers now, or the Bears now. I guess he bought the team from Aaron Rodgers, so we'll see Caleb versus Jordan Love for the first time. That should be a fun one.
If Bears live up to the hype, then that'll be a fun game for sure.
I mean, Jake was trying to go to a game. Sound like Jake, wasn't he, Chris? He was like fiending for a Bears game.
He was.
He's
I
on.
told him.
This is my
Just
third
hop
year in
on.
a row. Third year in a row going to Chicago, and they've been away every single freaking time.
Chris,
Just hop
tell
on
him.
Madden.
Yeah,
Hop
so
on
tell him how
Madden.
he can. Yeah, he has to
Wait.
buy it first. He's got to buy it first.
Last year, I had tickets for the Cubs, and my freaking flight got delayed. So then
Oh,
I missed
yeah,
the
you
Cubs
were-
game.
I remember that. You were pissed.
I freaking hate Chicago. God,
I think the people in Chicago hate Chicago.
right? So mad.
Week 12, return of the Harbaugh Bowl right here, the Harbaugh game. Chargers, Ravens, Monday Night Football. I think that John has beaten Jim both times they coached against each other when he was on the Ravens Niners. What was the one time they beat him, Luke? It was in New Orleans. What was the name of that game?
Well,
Oh,
that,
Super
that was a big game.
Oh yeah,
That was
that
a
was
big
That was
one,
a
right?
good game. Super
Was it-
Bowl. Oh, Flacco, Super Bowl MVP.
I
Blame
cut
it on
the
the
power.
lights. Blame it
cut
on the
the
lights,
power.
Jake.
It couldn't help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
they
me.
tried to come back, cut the lights out on us.
they
We
paid
were
Beyonce.
rolling before that.
They paid Beyonce to fucking cut the electricity
Yeah.
off. I guess New Orleans, the stadium can't handle fucking electricity.
Yeah, we were fucking blowing them out at that point, and they came back after the lights.
But no, I mean that should be a game right there. I mean, we're gonna see what Herbert's gonna look like in Week 12. By then, how far that Jim has turned the Chargers around. I think the Chargers are gonna be. I think the Chargers are gonna be a solid like 7 or 8 win team.
Yeah.
I think they could be not in the wild card hunt, but
Not
I
this
just-
season.
shit, he turned the Niners around pretty fucking quick year one.
Yeah, but they had
Gives us
defense
the
already.
Monday game gives us an extra day to adjust to the West Coast time too.
Give him one more year.
Yeah, I agree. One more year.
Give him one more year.
But all the primetime games here, I'm not complaining. Eagles, Rams, Sunday night, and then Steelers, Browns, Thursday night. Like that's a I get
Week
it. Yeah,
12 is great. Week 12 is great.
you could put Niners, Packers here if you really wanted to, but I
wish
mean,
it
they're not
was.
really arguing. Like Eagles, Rams is not a bad matchup. Stafford versus Jalen Hurts. We're expecting the Eagles to do a lot better this year, like I said, with the draft class they got and the fucking free agency that they had. So it's not a bad slate to have there. And Jake, you'll be the game of the week. You know,
Yeah,
you
I'll
guys
be,
can
I'll, I'll be there. It'll be 3:30 Wisconsin time though, so a little earlier. But
yeah, we were telling Chris we don't fucking live in, we don't do Central Time Zone
Okay.
in this.
What? Again, I get to watch it earlier.
1 hour earlier. It's real nice.
1
Go
hour
ahead and
earlier,
actually
yeah.
earlier.
I just wish it was later because I want it to be colder. So the afternoon game won't be as cold as it would be at night. But sorry.
Chris, our teams are on a bye week that week too. Week 12, we get to
Yep.
kind of just kick back and just watch football.
I get to just enjoy fantasy.
What will the Saints' record be by week 12? You have 11 games in. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I did it earlier in my head. Probably.
Hey. If you use that playoff predictor, which we're going to use this year, by the way, for our season predictions, you can use that and do your predictions.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bleacher Report just dropped the spreads for week 1.
Already? I mean, that shit's gonna wait. Like when Jake said like, yeah, the Niners are already favorites for the Jets. I'm like, God damn, what happens if Purdy gets hurt in preseason? Like, I mean,
I know, right?
I was sitting here like, I know it's not you, but like, damn, we already have spreads. I mean, I guess you can bet it now, and if something happens, and you might have a good spot. Like you bet the underdog and the favorite, something happens to the favorites.
Yeah, the week
Chris
one
McCaffrey
spread.
gets hurt. Yeah. Week 13, boys. Though, this right here, Dolphins, Packers, Sunday Night Football. This is Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Thursday Night Football. This is Thanksgiving. Bears, Lions. That's exciting in my opinion. Giants, Cowboys. We already talked about whatever. And then Sunday night, 49ers, Bills. Jake, that should be a good one. And then Monday night, man, what a good way to cap off my Thanksgiving weekend. Nothing better than the Cleveland Browns traveling to Denver. Face the Broncos.
Hell yeah, brother.
Eagles, Ravens could have been a good Monday night game.
Yeah, that would have been a solid matchup in the bank.
But who cares, right, Luke? It's just birds battling each other.
Yeah, just two birds.
Just two
going at it.
birds. Two birds.
Any games stand out there? Gino versus the Jets, if he's still the starter. I mean, rematch against his team that drafted him. That could
He
be a
will
fun
not
one.
be the starter.
You think by then it's Sam Howell?
I think it's gonna be Sam Howell to start the year.
Ooh.
Ooh,
What are you thinking? You think that too, Jake?
no.
You
Probably
think
not.
by that? You think by that matchup though? Maybe.
Yeah, by that matchup, maybe. Yeah.
Thursday night though, Raiders Chiefs. Not sure how to feel about that one. I guess the Raiders Chiefs though, Luke. Well, that's Black Friday actually.
It's a Friday
So,
game.
That's Friday, yeah.
Yeah, and last year the Raiders did go into Kansas City and beat them on Christmas.
But they're always competitive matchups, no matter how good the team is.
Minshew is good enough to make games exciting. Now,
Yeah. I'll probably
winning
throw
games,
2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, something like that.
For sure.
yeah.
The
But
game will
last year they
end on
lost.
a pass interference call against the
Here we go.
Raiders.
I'm gonna be so fucking irritated, like watching you guys say this shit. I know y'all are fucking around with it, but goddamn, like it's gonna be so annoying.
I mean, if it happens, I'm gonna fucking say it.
well, yeah, it's a bullshit call, but like, come on.
I mean,
I
there
just
was
think it's funny.
bullshit calls last year.
I just think it's funny that Allen, out of all people, me and Jake talked about this separately. It's funny that Allen, out of all people, I hope he's watching, fucking shit talks the refs with the Chiefs, but the Patriots were fucking benefit of the doubt guys all the time for 20 fucking years with Tom Brady. And
Yeah,
Bill
but
Belichick.
Chiefs are the new Patriots. They get some serious calls
I understand. I mean,
and no
Nothing-
calls.
but like Chris said, nothing's as bad as the Saints Rams. So if it ain't as bad as that, we can all be quiet.
That was bad. Very
So
bad.
that's a tough day.
Yeah, but the thing with that
we
is
were
that
winning
was
the Super
that was
Bowl
one
year.
bad call. I mean, really bad call. Absolutely, 100% worst call ever. But that's
That one
call.
that one
Mahomes
bad
gets
call.
like 50. Mahomes gets like 50. We're talking one really, really bad call, but Mahomes just
What was-
gets them over and
Yeah,
over.
Mahomes
and
does
over.
get more often than not goes in.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Doc Chris that said he saw a video, whatever, that if Mahomes has been bailed out of like 50 or 60 interceptions in like his career, I was like, I was like, I get it. He's probably been bailed out on some plays where like, you get a guy off sides and you just throw it up. But there's
It said,
no
like,
way
50.
that there's 50 or 60 interceptions. I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
I don't, think
I
it's
don't
that
believe it.
high.
It
Because
said like
every quarterback
50
does that.
It said 50 were overturned. Something
Yeah,
like that.
I don't believe that. I don't care if it was Tom Brady. I don't believe it.
I'm sure it's getting close. Oh, Mahomes
Maybe-
threw a pick. Let's throw a flag.
Yeah, but like if you catch a guy off sides, I mean, every quarterback does that. Rodgers was notorious for that. I mean, shit, he's the best at drawing guys off sides.
No, they'll hit him with some defensive holding or something.
Mhm.
Well, don't hold. Don't
They
hold.
probably
I mean,
weren't
it's
holding.
simple
They
that?
weren't holding. That's the
They
point.
probably weren't holding.
Like people are mad at the Eagles Chiefs game when literally the defender did hold Juju. And the defender said, I held him. And they're still bitching. They're like, oh, no, he didn't hold. The fucking defender came out after the game and said, I held the defender. Like he said, I can't do that. And
There's holding on every single play. They just got to
Yeah,
choose
but-
when they want to call it.
But it was right there. I mean, it's right in front of the ref's face. You're not gonna miss, like you're not gonna not throw the flag. And the defender understood. He didn't bitch. He didn't complain. I mean,
I mean, the Chiefs held Bosa constantly right in front of the refs and wasn't called. But you know, I mean,
yeah. I mean, like you said, every single
like
play. Right?
this, literally like this.
Hey, man, I don't tell you there, but I can tell you about Week 14, week after Thanksgiving. Packers Lions, way to start the week. That's a good right there, I'm excited for that. Last year, Green Bay went into Detroit and upset them. The NFC North is going to be a competitive division, guys. I honestly think so.
Couple good games.
Bengals Cowboys, if Joe Burrow's healthy, that could be a good one.
Jets Dolphins, if both are
Right.
healthy.
Chargers Chiefs should be pretty good.
And then we got the matchup we've all been waiting for: Caleb Williams versus Brock Purdy.
Two system quarterbacks.
Two system
Two.
quarterbacks.
Two system quarterbacks going at it with their fucking all-star team.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Oh,
Ravens finally get their bye week 14 bye. Nice.
I
late
can't
one.
believe people are trying to compare Purdy and him. Are you kidding me right now? The last
Yeah,
pick of the draft and the first pick. What the
yeah, I
hell?
mean, I was talking to Mark about it. It's just insane.
What the heck?
I mean, like I get where the comparison is, like quarterbacks coming into a team that are like very
Stacked.
well off,
Mhm.
but like talent wise, you
Night and day.
you cannot say that Caleb Williams has this or Brock Purdy has the same talent as Caleb Williams.
No, not at all.
There's
Well,
there's a
you
reason
can
why.
argue that Purdy's got better talent,
He's got a better defense.
better tight end, better running back.
No,
Yeah,
we're
but you
saying
can't compare the two quarterbacks.
no. We're talking quarterback talent, not the
Oh.
team.
Yeah, but what the guy is trying to say is like after a while, that Mr. Irrelevant shit, that being the last pick of the draft, it's pointless. Like you can't sit like it's like Brady. You can't sit here and keep saying, okay, he was a 199th pick, fucking
Yeah, they
15
said that.
years in the
They
league.
said that a lot about him.
Yeah, but we also
They said
we
it a lot.
but only the thing though is eventually he got his credit. Like Purdy's gonna eventually have to get credit. I don't give a shit if he's got talent around him. He's fucking playing.
He'll get
He
credit
did-
when
he-
he's paid.
He never got his credit. They still called him a system quarterback all year.
People
Once
that
they pay
hated
him.
Tom Brady said that.
They
No,
all
once
called
they pay-
Purdy a system quarterback.
Oh, I mean,
He'll get his credit once they pay him.
well, how about this? If Purdy wins the Super Bowl, the other
See,
two
see-
system quarterbacks that
see-
they had didn't win. So I mean,
Okay. See if the Niners really trust in Purdy to give him a big paycheck.
I mean,
it's just-
they gave Jimmy G a big paycheck, so I'm sure they're gonna give anyone a big paycheck.
but that was my question to you earlier: is if Caleb Williams is balling out and he's got receivers that are wide open, are we going to sit here and say that it's the receivers? Are we going to actually give Caleb Williams credit, or are we going to say he's the first pick, so of course he's doing that, or are we just going to say the receivers are fucking wide open, no one's covering them?
He's the first pick. It's literally expected.
But would he do that if they didn't have? That's what I'm saying. Because now if
You'll never know. You're doing what ifs. He's the number
Well,
one pick. He's expected to go ball out. He has
What-
the roster, so there's no excuses for him not to ball out.
but it's a perfect system for him. So it's every quarterback's a system quarterback. To be honest, it depends on the system you're in. Really, I mean, it's truthfully the way it is. I mean, not every
I mean, that's
Exactly.
every player, not just quarterback.
like no offense to Lamar Jackson. You're not going to take Lamar Jackson and go put him on a certain team, and he's probably going to be the most electric player right there, like he is now. I mean, they built that system around Lamar Jackson. You're not just going to go put Lamar Jackson in fucking Detroit, for example, and they're going to necessarily ball out. It's two different styles.
I mean, no team wanted Lamar Jackson for some reason.
They don't want to give him 2 first-round picks and the paycheck.
I would have taken him now. I mean, shit, what we just did, I just would have taken him.
Yeah.
You guys,
I mean, I'm
basically
glad-
wasted- you guys are going to waste 2 first-round picks. You got one for Penix and one you're going to lose,
Exactly.
We
and you paid a quarterback.
well, I wouldn't say it's a waste on Penix. If Penix eventually does ball out, that pick's not a waste of a pick long term. Maybe short term, yes, but not
That's a
long-term.
total waste. Even and Cousins try to justify, say, "Oh yeah, I'm good with it now. We're trying to win a Super Bowl.
If
We're trying to
If
win a Super
Cousins-
Bowl. That was the worst possible pick to win."
yeah,
a
I
Super
agree.
Bowl
No,
right
I agree. If you're trying to win a Super Bowl in the next 3 or 4 years, yes. But if Penix comes out and is, after his maybe first, second year and he balls out and he's going deep, it's not a waste of a pick long term. Short term, yes. I will say waste of a pick. But Atlanta, I'm glad we didn't go get Deshaun Watson. We were there a year before Lamar. We were in on Deshaun a couple years ago, whatever, and we
You and the
passed on him.
Saints. You and
Well,
the
when
Saints
he-
going after him.
He jumped his fucking price up, and then Atlanta said, "No, we're good. We're not paying you fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
We're not the Cleveland Browns."
Terrible
Well,
decision.
The
No
stupid
one
Lions.
did that one.
Stupid Lions just ruined the quarterback market by giving Goff ridiculous money.
Yeah, two is coming up. Two is got to get paid.
Yeah, like
Purdy.
Miami's screwed. Niners are screwed. Like he's what's like 52, 53 million, something crazy. Like they just ruined the market for quarterbacks.
Well,
And
it's
you'll have to pay Purdy.
Have
I
to.
mean, Purdy has the track record, even if he's
Absolutely.
a system quarterback.
But
Yep.
is this his last year under contract?
No, we have him for 2 more years, but he can get paid after this year. He can
Okay.
finally get paid. Like right now, we can't legally even if we wanted to give him a raise right now, we couldn't even give him a raise, like because of where he was drafted and like the rules.
well, this
So
is his
after
last.
this season,
This is his last year under contract.
this is his 3rd year.
Yeah, it's only 4. Should be only 4-year deal.
Yeah, this is. His
Oh yeah, he
3rd
came in
season.
22. No, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I thought Trey Lance was 2021. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I thought for some reason he came in 21 as well. I don't.
No, this is his 3rd season, but we can pay him at the end of the season.
The-
And whether they do the huge deal or something else, he's going to get more money.
Well-
He's making $900,000. So
Like
they're gonna
me and
do
Chris-
something-
Like me and Chris
y'all
said,
y'all are paying for his car, his rent. Y'all are paying for everything.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
off record, y'all are paying
Yep.
that man's mortgage right now.
like me and Chris
100%.
said though, if Goff somehow can do something that the Lions never done, even if they just make the Super Bowl and they're in the NFC Championship for those few years, it was not a bad deal. And if Jared Goff's playing good, it's not a bad deal. It's a bad deal at the moment because we don't respect Jared Goff like we respect the other top tier quarterbacks.
It's a
It's a terrible deal at the moment. I agree. But let's sit here and let's judge it 3 years from now, and let's say he's been to 2 NFC Championships and a Super Bowl. It's not a bad deal then, because who else are you gonna go play, or who else are you gonna go get?
If they win a Super Bowl, then obviously 100% paying what
If they go deep every year, it's not a bad deal.
but not just deep. They went deep last year without this deal. You don't need to get this guy $53 million like that. I mean, he just literally reset the whole quarterback market.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I mean,
didn't have.
Every position that gets signed is going to reset the market. It's
For the most part, yeah.
It's something we're just going to have to get used to.
And he's going to
Especially
get
with
paid.
cap
So
space
yeah,
going up and everything. Every
Yeah, they did
quarterback's going to get more.
they did it last year without it because he wasn't due his contract yet. Now he's due a contract, so you got to pay him. It's either you pay him or he's gonna walk.
Miami's screwed because there's no way Tua is taking less than Goff.
And Goff's better than Tua. I don't care anyone. Goff's better than Tua.
I think the Jags are screwed too.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They're going to let T-Law go? Or are they going to pay him?
They're going to I think
they have
it's
to pay
literally
him.
it's going to be based off this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
for
if he's
sure.
still just average, then they're
They can
not
they
going
can
to
tag him. They can tag him.
I mean, they can tag him, but then what? That just
No, I
One
think
more-
if
one
he
more
has
year.
if he has a crappy year, I think he walks.
I mean, they might tag him just to get through this draft because I mean this draft class isn't great as of right now. We don't know what players are going to pop off, but
Yeah.
So what week are we on, boys? I had to step away first.
we're on 15. 1-5.
Okay. This is the game I was not a fan of. I'm okay with us being on Monday Night Football, but I don't think Falcons Raiders screams, "Hey, watch me, guys!" And it's two games that week too. I mean, you have Bears Vikings. I'd rather just watch that. Put Atlanta on fucking 4:00 on a Sunday.
Did you guys talk about this yet? The 2 Monday night games is the stupidest
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
I've ever
Chris
seen.
brought that up.
Off the bat, like week 2, I think it starts 2 Monday night games.
Stupid. And these two are on at the same freaking time.
Yeah,
Like what?
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Like
30 minutes.
yeah. I would rather just watch the Bears Vikings. I'd rather watch potentially JJ and Caleb Williams. I don't want to watch Gardner Minshew and Kirk Cousins. Like, and it's nothing to do with Kirk Cousins. It's the Raiders. It's just they don't scream, "Watch me" with the Falcons. Like, it's not a game that screams it.
but and back to this stupid Monday night thing. Like
Oh yeah,
everything's based on ratings. Why do you have 2 games on at the same exact time?
you lose ratings.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything's based off ratings. Why would you have 2 on at the same time? You're gonna have no viewer. They're gonna pick the better game, which there's not really a better game, but they're gonna pick one of them. And then, I mean, the nerds like us or whatever will have like a device with both on or whatever. But
Well,
the
multi-view.
the normal guys like
Double
they're not gonna be
account.
watching. They're not gonna be watching both. Like I mean, it's
Well, you
stupid.
could have
Stupid.
You could have had Lions and Bills. And honestly, Chris, you're going to the games that Sunday. It looks like Chiefs Browns, right?
Yep, Paige already bought the tickets.
Is she wearing a T Swizzle Brown shirt? She gets
No, but her mom is.
She's gonna have the binos out trying to find her. Find Taylor Swift up in the fucking in the box.
Yep, she sent me a picture. Stand by.
Chris, you should buy a number 7 jersey for the Chiefs.
We already have the tickets.
Yeah, get a number 7. Chris, get a number 7 jersey
For the Chiefs.
Nope, I'm
What?
probably not even going to be wearing any merch, and I'm going to have 10 coats on because it's probably going to fucking be freezing. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a little. At least it's like midday. It's not like night.
What's up, Tony? You joined a good time. You know, your Dolphins December 15th playing the Houston Texans. That should be a good one.
That should be probably game of the week, honestly. Well, Lions Bills.
Well, the question though is what do we make? I said still, what do we make of the Bills? I mean, Luke says the Bills are going to be out of the playoffs, so by that time the Bills might not even be good.
I had the Bills missing the playoffs last season, but they snuck in at the end.
Snuck in at the end, yeah.
Yeah,
called
and
that.
that's with Diggs too.
I called that one.
Bills are taking a major step back. Major.
Missed
Yeah,
playoffs.
I think they do.
Chris missed the playoffs. Bills.
I think
AFC's
so.
tough.
I
AFC's
don't know.
tough.
I mean, like they lost. We talked about it last week, or what, Monday? They lost a lot of pieces. They lost a lot of pieces.
Tony,
and they didn't recoup those pieces.
Tony, we're starting our division breakdown next week, so you'll start hearing what we feel about. We're starting with the AFC East actually too, so you're going to hear what we feel about all 4 teams from your division and who we think in middle of May, who we think is going to be winning the AFC East.
I think they missed playoffs.
Yeah,
think about it. Jets, Colts,
Dolphins,
Bengals, Dolphins, like all these teams with healthy that weren't last year. Like
the whole AFC North. The whole AFC North.
I think Bills are out.
And then could the Chargers somehow play good enough for Jim? I mean, is it too early? It's too early for them?
Not this year.
So then you have the Chiefs, the whole AFC North. You have the Colts and I'm just saying teams that can contend for the playoffs. Colts and obviously the Texans, and then you have Dolphins, Jets. Luke says the Titans might be competitively this year.
I mean, they'll be better than the Panthers and better than Giants and better than Patriots and
the brand new Titans.
Luke's biased, so Jake, he's got Willows on his dynasty team. So
yeah, and I also live right outside Nashville.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like Washington, we've talked about them a couple times, Tony, tonight. I mean, they play this week against the Saints. I mean, Chris is going to be probably sweating bullets, doesn't know who to root for, confused.
I'm probably going to be fucking yelling at the Saints defensive line for not being able to contain Jaden.
Just yell like your mom used to do back when we used to watch games.
I'm gonna finally feel how every other team when they faced LSU and Jaden would just fucking break 80-yard runs. Be like, God damn, this is how it feels.
No,
it's that one game that you hate him.
I know, right?
Fucking tackle him. Fuck.
If he's still healthy, because he makes poor decisions running the football. He does not slide.
I mean, he does not slide, but that man is strong.
These are bigger boys, though.
Yeah, these are
bigger boys.
Yeah, that's like AR. He thought he was a big boy, but he don't slide. And look what happens.
AR is a big boy too.
And I say AR is bigger than Jaden Daniels. He definitely is bigger than.
And he played like he was big. He wouldn't slide. He wouldn't do anything. It was just a matter of time before he was done.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't do what RG3 did.
Yeah, for real.
Week 16, I understand Saints Packers are Monday night, but I'm okay with it. I think that's a decent Monday night game. Like, yeah, are there better games? Miami 49ers, yeah, are there better games there?
Chiefs Texans.
I fucking hate the Saints Packers.
Well, Chiefs Texans
December 23rd.
I'm sorry, Chiefs Texans.
That's gonna be cold.
Yeah, no, sorry, Jake.
Lambeau.
Chiefs Texans, they can't play another night because they play Christmas the following week. So they got to play Saturday, and they have the early game out of the two. So Steelers Ravens are the later game in those 4:30, but
Dolphins Niners is way better.
Yeah, it's a better storyline too. You know, the former offensive coordinator or whatever play caller out there, You know, we like
Yeah,
Saleh versus
Shanahan's
Shanahan and McDaniel.
And
Yeah.
Saleh versus Shanahan. That's a
Yeah,
big,
sorry. Yeah.
big
That's a
storyline.
big match. That's the story. That's
Big matchup.
Chris. That's better than the Hardballs, man.
Hey, screen share the picture with
I-
their faces on it right
I think
now.
it's because like there's so many games that Niners could have been in prime time, but we already have 6. So like I guess they had to pick. and
Yeah, what do
choose.
you want? Fucking 17?
Yeah, right.
No, I said I'm
Fuck
He
it.
does.
Give-
He does. Though. No.
Give y'all 18 and
No,
we'll just
no,
film
Chris,
the
no,
fucking
no,
practice.
No, Chris,
I
he
said
wants
I was-
15. Take the Cardinals out. He's okay with it. He went with the Cardinals. So give him
I said
15.
you can have. I said you can have the stupid Cowboys game back. That don't need to be prime time. And then there's like a Seattle game. You could have had that too. And then give me the Chiefs and give me the Dolphins. I still would have kept 6.
Don't worry, we'll give you 18 primetime games.
Don't worry, they'll start flexing games out by then. You probably end up getting games.
Now
Yeah,
this
That's all
game,
said and done.
week 16, this one should be flexed if
Yeah,
both
this
are
is when you
legit.
start flexing.
But
Yeah,
we don't
both
know
are
if Tampa and Dallas are playing for playoffs. I mean, they're not going to flex them out. And Saints Packers, I mean, we don't know what the Saints are going to be. Third place in the division, in my opinion. But
We were one game away from winning that division last year.
weren't we like all? Oh, I
I
think
mean,
we're
we
two-
literally
two games
just
away.
couldn't close out a fucking 17-0 game. If we close that
Weren't
out,
you-
we win the division.
Weren't you all garbage? Is that the word you're looking for, Mark?
No, competitive, Jake.
Well,
Fuck.
Well, I mean, hey, you know
Competitive.
what? You know what? The NFC South had a playoff win last year, so fuck off.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
Yeah, from Tampa.
And they played
Yeah,
Detroit,
right.
and they played Detroit pretty tough. They just
I
couldn't
thought they
block for
should have won
Baker.
that game.
They couldn't block for Baker. They really couldn't block for Baker that game.
Yeah,
He was dying
was
out
running for
there.
he's running for his life.
Yeah, he was. Week 16, Battle of Ohio, Thursday night. That's a good one. I mean, I can get down with Joe Burrow versus Deshaun Watson if both are healthy.
If both are
Hopefully.
Big if. Big if there.
Still waiting
I
for
mean,
Deshaun Watson to turn around. That's why I'm
I mean,
still
Deshaun
holding on that.
Watson's been healthy and he's still trash, so that one doesn't matter. But
Yeah, that's what I
I
said
mean,
last season. He-
last
was
year was
healthy.
just was weird because
He had one good half.
Yeah, it was.
He had a good half of a game.
you had
Yeah.
reports that
Then
he
after
was
that
healthy
game-
and cleared, and then you had reports that he wasn't cleared, and then it was
Ooh.
like, what's really going on?
I didn't see this, but Rams Jets. That's a good game. I think that could be a good game if Rodgers is still out there and Stafford's playing. It's a 1:00 game, so Sucks
Battle
for
of
the
the
Rams,
old
but-
heads.
yeah, right.
Battle of the old heads.
yeah, this is the
That'll
guy.
take Retires first.
I forgot Stafford played at the Georgia University, at University of Georgia.
I
It's
forgot
been a
that
while
one.
since it's been a long time since he's been there.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it wasn't the Kirby Smart era with Stafford. I'll give you that one.
It was
Chris.
ages ago.
keys.
Well, you didn't have it. No, there was no keys to read there because you didn't have any context behind it.
Exactly.
Sumi makes an ass, out of all of us, so can't do that. Hey, but week 17, Christmas Day, so no NBA, guys. Don't watch it. Football's on. We have Chiefs, Steelers, and we have Ravens, Texans. So whoever's playing for those games in the NBA, I am sorry for the National Basketball Association
Yeah,
because
they got a spread for these games already too.
and
Ravens
I
are
know.
2.5 point favorite.
and by the way, boys, they did not make these Christmas games shit like they did last year. They fucking said NBA, here we come. They said we're back.
Both games on
Make sure you-
Netflix too.
Make sure you buy Netflix.
Gosh.
Yeah, can't
Netflix-
share. You can't share.
Yeah,
Accounts.
Netflix is trying to get all those accounts back that people had to.
They are so bad.
Yeah, I finally got kicked off my mom's.
Yeah, I was at.
My ass was kicked off like a year ago.
Damn, I was on
Alright.
Tony's for.
No, mine lasted a long time. It was for 2 weeks, like a couple weeks ago.
I was
What
on
I
Tony's
found-
for a few months, and I got kicked off right after I got back in like February or some shit.
What I found out about YouTube TV though is that you can log in on somebody else's and click I'm traveling, and it works for 3 months. And then
Yeah,
that
and-
person, but after the 3 months, you have to log back in that town, and then
Yeah,
it works
so,
again for another
yeah,
3 months.
So what you do is whoever's YouTube TV it is, they just log in
Yeah.
as you real quick and then log out, and then it
See, but-
shows that you're there.
And
What
you get
Danny
another
does
3
though,
months.
so what Danny does is he uses my account, like he uses my name. Jake has his own account on the account, but Danny will use my name, and then that makes it where we can only still watch 3 things at one time. But Danny knows on Sunday he does not touch fucking
He
YouTube
does not
TV.
touch the YouTube TV.
I might have to expand. I mean, I might expand this year for him. I don't know because there were times me and Jake, someone got kicked out, and me and Jake, same fucking time. Did you get kicked out? And we're like, yeah, we fucking got kicked out.
Yeah.
So I had to call Danny and be like, yo, you gotta hop off, man. Like, because me and Jake split YouTube, like the direct TV or the ticket on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
We just split the price. But yeah, what I do, I just tell Mark to log in as me, every
Jake with me every few
couple
months.
months or
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And it's
And
not
then-
bad. I mean, yeah. Jake knows on Saturdays I have two. I usually use two, and he gets one or whatever. But we make it work when it's football season. We
Yeah.
find ways. Jake gives me his Amazon, and he gave me his ESPN Plus for that fucking stupid Toy Story game with
Mhm.
the fucking Falcons and was it the Lions we played them last year. But no, yeah, I think week 17 though, not a bad stretch. Seattle, Chicago could be a sleeper game there on Thursday night. Browns, Dolphins, and Lions, 49ers. Jake, you guys have the last Monday night game of the year.
I know. It's gonna be a great one too.
Rematch of the NFC Championship, huh? Lions taking it. Lions taking it to y'all this year.
In San Fran.
But, yeah. I mean, we'll see. They might be my Super Bowl team this year.
They were your Super Bowl team last year, weren't they?
No, not to start the season. I had Jets Eagles, I think, in the Super Bowl to start the
Yeah,
season.
but that was gone 45 seconds in.
And then when it came to the playoffs, I had Bills Niners, I believe.
I think you got Lions.
I had Lions going into the championship game. But when we did our playoff predictions, like from the jump, I had that. Yeah, obviously I would have claimed both. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I had Lions when it came to, because I was sipping the Kool-Aid. I was sipping that Detroit juice, I was feeling it. But no, yeah, and then week 18, obviously division games.
Yep.
We don't know what's going to happen there. We don't know who's going to be the Sunday night game. I mean, last year I believe it was
All
Dolphins.
TBD.
I think last year was Dolphins Bills, who was winner for the division, and that was the final nail in the coffin for the Dolphins choking the AFC East away and getting a home game.
Yeah, they'll schedule these games accordingly to tier it
Yeah.
out to see who
Yeah,
There's like
the big
there's
games are the prime time.
Yeah,
Well, something-
they're all listed that they could be the 4th or the 5th.
Same thing with week 17. There's 5 games they haven't decided yet, and they're going to pick out of 3 of those who's going to be on Saturday, and the other 2 will go back to Sunday. And Atlanta's one of them. We're playing the Commanders that week, so we're one of the 5 games that could be on a Saturday rather than a Sunday. If we're on that Saturday, I might go to it and then just drive back to Florida for Christmas, or New Year's.
This is
Sorry,
after-
New
this is after-
Year's.
Yeah, this is after Christmas.
New Year's.
The New Year's just passed too.
Not for week 17.
We're on week 18. That's what we're
No, I'm
doing.
saying though, what I'm saying though is back to week 17. Like, there's 5 games they haven't decided yet what day they're going to be on. They're picking 3 games out of those 5, those TBDs, and then they'll put the other 2 back on Sunday.
Yeah.
But no, I think the NFL this year, not as much hate as we normally give them for the schedule. What they did. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, overall it's pretty good. I mean, they have to put like some shitty games on there. Let some shitty teams get up primetime games.
Panthers, the only
Way
team
it
without
is.
an official primetime game,
Which
They
is
do-
crazy.
but they
The
do have a
Giants-
standalone.
Giants have some, but the Panthers don't. Like, come on, man.
What we talked about earlier, no matter how bad the Giants are, they have one of the most
Fan
popular
base.
fan base.
Yeah.
It's money sells. I mean, if you're in the NFL, I hate to say, if we're in the NFL, we're probably going to put Giants on just to make some money. That's what it's marketing. I mean, it's just the way it goes. I mean, it sucks, but I get it. It's stupid. But the Panthers, they do have a standalone. Every team will be on TV at some point with a standalone game. Panthers do have
Yeah,
Germany,
just-
so
They just get a 9 a.m. game.
yeah. I wouldn't. If I was back in Washington, I think that's the one game I would actually sleep in for. I wouldn't. If I wake up at 6 to go hit a pisser, yeah, okay, I'll put it on my tablet in bed, but I'm not waking up to watch Giants Panthers at 6 fucking a.m. in the morning.
I'm
No
probably
way.
not. I'm probably not waking up at 9 to watch them.
Well,
Maybe see the
what
second
day is
half of the
that?
fourth quarter.
yeah, exactly.
what day? I mean, what month is that? Was that if it's November? I wake up early. I can't sleep in. My body doesn't let me. And if I have my daughter, I'm up. I'm single dad, so there's no way I'm staying asleep.
Because I don't plan on having a fantasy player from either one of those teams either. So
Not one.
not one. No.
Well, we're in Dynasty, so we have guys, but the running back, Jonathan Brooks could be a guy you might want to have. He could be heavily used this year.
Mm.
Thielen was not bad. Hey, you had Thielen last year.
Yeah, it's like my fifth receiver taken.
Yeah, he was like the fucking top 11th receiver in fantasy last year. He started slowing down at the end of the year, but in the middle of the year, he was top 10 last year.
Was that last year or the year before?
No, that was last year's first year with the Panthers. That's all they were throwing to was Adam Thielen.
For the first half of the season.
It's the only guy they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this year they got Deontay Johnson. Hey, me and Chris were talking about Monday. They got it. Our new favorite guy to watch talk is Xavier Legette. I love watching Xavier Legette. When he's on the fucking mic, he is fucking money.
It's a country boy right there.
He is a country boy from the University of South Carolina. He is. I'm excited to watch him too. I think
he's big.
I don't think Panthers are going to be good this year, but I think that they finally are trying to invest for the quarterback. So we'll see what the weapons they do with Brooks, Sanders, Deontay Johnson, all them, what they do.
Was Legette the one in the interview talking about fixing up his parents' house? Where he's like, I want to fix up my family house. Something like that.
I don't know. I just listened to the accent.
Yeah, he had
That's
a
all I'm
major
there for.
accent. I think it was him.
Keon Coleman's one that was shopping at Macy's on the clearance rack.
The jacket.
He's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Guess where my jacket's from? Macy's.
He said off the clearance rack. He's like, all the colors. I got all the colors, man. What color you want? No, but no, NFL did it right. I'm excited. Like I said, week 1, good games. I'm excited for a bunch. It's 113 days away, like Chris said. So we're getting closer.
Still a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Got to survive training camp.
Well, Luke, we have our first leg of the 2024 season this year on Sunday night. We have our dynasty draft. So we will start the fantasy draft season early because obviously dynasty is different than redraft. We got to draft a little early to make roster cuts and whatnot. So
I need a dynasty league.
Well, Jake, you are the first one I'm calling. I know you said it. You will take a shit team, you said, and you'll build it up. It might take you a few years. You might pay to suck for a couple of years, but it's the way it goes. Speaking of paying, Luke, $62.50 and he should be hitting my Venmo account very soon.
Oh, we'll see.
Well, got to get your brother that ring, so that's the reason why I went up to. Yeah, Jake, our dynasty league getting rings. So the belts for the redraft, rings every year.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
His soon to be wife will have that probably this year, guarantee it. She's gonna fucking just keep it.
Yeah, it's gonna stay at the house. So
he'll go from there. He'll go from there to wherever she wants it at.
Right there.
It'll just stay there. It won't even go anywhere. No, good episode, boys. Like I said, this was a fun one. We're gonna start our division breakdown. Divisions, we did that last year. We're gonna go. We don't know if they're going to be live or pre-recorded, but we are going to start talking AFC East. We'll probably do 2 a week. We'll do like Luke's actually the one that said we should do each conference, go from one conference to the next, so we're not keeping with one conference and kind of getting staled out there. So we're going to do some over-unders, what we're thinking about the storylines, the outlooks for the team.
We should go live. That way, if we know people that we know that are fans of those teams,
let
them know so they could chime in.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, like I said, those episodes are going to be about an hour. Hopefully an hour, maybe do like 10 minutes each on each team, maybe 10, 12 minutes on each team and move on. Maybe some teams will be less.
That way, if we know any Philly fans, when I tell them that all Philly can suck my balls, they can see it live.
Jesus. No, we'll do that. We'll start with New York, JETS, Jets, Miami, Buffalo, and New England. And we'll start with the team that came in last place and the team that was in first place last year. So we'll start with that. Obviously, that's not who we think are going to be in that seeding this year, but that's how we're going to do it. And I can't wait for it. Like I said, two week. We still have NBA coming up. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. They advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, Jake. So Tony said shout out to Lucas. So Lucas balling right now, I'm assuming.
Who wouldn't? Cleveland had like 4 starters out today.
Yeah, Mitchell, I don't know if he was just said, I'm done with the
Mitchell, LeVert, everyone was out today. Like what?
They just gave up.
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah. But no, Luke, your Orioles looking pretty good in the baseball community.
They've been pretty solid the last couple of years. They're doing all right.
Yeah. And I think, Jake, real quick before we leave here tonight, I think he owes a certain fucking player an apology.
Aaron Judge?
It's time for you to apologize, my friend. I'm done with it.
4
It's
for
time.
4 with a home run.
You know, and 3 doubles and 3 fucking doubles. So it's time for you to apologize to him. I said, he starts off slow. It could be like an A-Rod. I was getting a little worried. I said, I'll be the first one to say.
You said, I'm worried. It's past the slump time.
The last week of April, I said, okay, I'm fucking done.
Mhm. Yeah,
I said he needs to get his ass fucking waking up now. And once I texted you that, 1 week later, Aaron Judge started getting hot. He felt that text. He felt the heat coming from me. And I told you, though, May. Give me May. And May, he's been one of the hottest players in baseball. So, but yeah, he's at 255 right now. Hey, he's getting there, Jake. He's getting there for you, man.
I want to go to an Orioles and a Ravens game.
And guess who's pitching?
They're fun.
I want to go.
Guess who's been pitching, Jake? Who's been hitting the bullpen or the
Cole.
So you're about to have 2 Yankees you're rooting for. And by the way, Luke, Jake owes me a dinner in November, October.
Season ain't over yet.
Yeah, you went from we're only up 5 games, and look at us now.
Yeah, we suck. We're hurt. Yeah,
but no, Orioles, Luke, though, man, it's. I know you don't watch much baseball, but try and catch some Orioles games, man. They're exciting to watch. They honestly are. They are a fun team to watch.
They got the little beer funnel. It's pretty cool.
They're not even healthy yet. They're just now getting their pitchers back.
And to be honest, the Orioles have a couple faces. I know people are saying Gunnar Henderson could be a face of the league one day, and Adley Rutschman is a dog of himself. You guys have a good core there, Luke, and it's Yankees Orioles, man. That could be a good rivalry like it used to be back in the 90s. So there you go. I mean, Baltimore's
Orioles
back, man.
Finally back.
Those birds, both birds you got, man. They are.
The Orioles were bad for a little while.
They were.
They were pretty bad for a while. The last couple seasons have been pretty good. Sucks they were I think they were a first round exit.
You had the best record in I know at least the American League. You had the best record, and then you guys were. But Doc said it. Doc said y'all were young. You guys were going to come into itself, eventually, and this could be the year. Me and Jake actually had the Orioles getting to the World Series. I think losing though. I think we had the Braves winning against the Orioles.
Yeah.
Not our bias one. My bias one can still maybe come true, but the one that we actually use our brains on.
Orioles Braves.
You should go to that game, Luke. Go to Atlanta or Baltimore.
I probably would not to go, but I watch it.
No, but yeah, great episode, boys. We're going to sign out here. Like I said, next week we're going to be live again for the AFC East. That's Jake Winnicott. That's Luke Rule. Chris had to step out. I'm Mark Davis. This is All About the Balls podcast, and of course, we will see you guys next time.